The film Halloween is a horror thriller subgenre, which means it has features of a thriller but contains like the stereotypical gore and murders of a horror film. And I watched the opening clip of the opening sequence, and I've found that like within the subgenre it's been extremely helpful, because if we were to choose a subgenre, it probably would be the one shown in Halloween, because they're the most popular and it's just one of the most easiest ones to do. So in this clip is given as many cinematography techniques, and like I found the point of view shot through the use of a handheld camera extremely effective, because I thought it connects with the audience on like a more regular level, but it also kept them out as it ensured they could only see what the little boy saw through the use of this simple cinematography shot. And through the use of this, the audience are aware right from the beginning of how he sees the world, which is negatively, and so influences the audience to think this way right from the beginning of the film. Through the use of a point of view shot, it creates tension in the audience because they're always aware that someone is watching. And towards the end of the clip, the boy puts a mask on, which frames the shot and adds mystery because it darkens the edges of the shot further and limits what the audience can see. And this portrays the darkness within the eyes of the person we're seeing. So until the final shot, the only part of the boy we see is him getting the knife out of the drawer and holding it clearly in eyesight, which is obviously a horror influence within the film. And due to this cinematography technique, there's not that much editing because it's the same shot the whole way through. And the mise-en-scène and all its components are key to the thriller genre because it adds to the effect upon the audience. So in this clip, the lighting is quite essential, and like stereotypically it's set at night. So the director chose to use a lot of low-key lighting, and this like created more tension upon the audience. And the low-key lighting is mainly used when viewing location and no people, and this could highlight the darkness of the character's eyes, of which we are seeing through to the audience, which makes the audience aware he will be the antagonist throughout the film. It also creates a sense of danger for the audience, as due to the cinematography shot they use, they aren't fully aware of what else could be lurking in the dark because it's so narrow and you can't see past what he can see. And there's high key lighting when other people are in view, such as the male running down the stairs or the woman in her room, and this suggests they're innocent and juxtaposes with the boy. There's a huge amount of sound used in this clip, and at the beginning they're like the diegetic sounds of general nightlife, which emphasises to the audience how normal life is at this point, but it builds anticipation because as the audience, they know they'll be expecting something to happen because it seems too normal for the type of film they're watching, which is like the horror thriller subgenre. And these normal sounds of life are drowned out by the use of non-diegetic strings, which is a typical thriller sound. It could suggest to the audience that what he's about to do is all that matters to him now, and everything else is just blanked out because of it. As the scene reaches its climax, the sounds are extremely sinister, which could shock the audience with both the height of the sound as well as what's occurring in that scene. The clip ends on a lingering sound which continuously plays so the audience can apply to the music what he's just done, which means he can't stop or help what he's just done, just like the music continues further on past the opening scene. And after watching this particular opening, it made me realise that there should be mystery to keep the audience guessing throughout the film, which will add to the effect of tension.